Oh, look, all the ancient gems flying out here. Hello guys, and welcome to episode 24 of my holding attack campaign in WARNO, playing on the NATO side. Previously, we held off an attack near Sogolov. They came in with their tanks, and we managed to hold them back with a limited force, which was great, which means that the Panzer Battalion 121 got a little rest. We're sitting on their fatigue right now. Every turn, they will be able to defend now without getting disorganized, so that's really, really good for us. But first things first, we'll probably want to start moving back forces. So let's see what we can do here. We've got the Panzer Battalion 104. They're not going to be so useful because they are Leopard 1A, 1A1s, and they will die very easily to the T-72s that outrange them and have more damage. We also have less armor, so it's, yeah, a whole lot of reasons not to use those. The WARNO Battalion can certainly head over here. So let's do that. We're going to shift back slightly so that all of these can help each other out. Let's move back there, and we can move back here, and also there. The artillery definitely should fall back. Make sure that they're not left on the front line. Okay, so those should be able to defend one another, which is nice. And we'll bring over the Aufklärungs Battalion as well. That'll be a really nice auxiliary unit to have. The Flugabwehr may as well stay over here, so we'll bring them back like so and deploy AA. The artillery, again, we'll make sure that they are not in harm's way. Then this Panzergrenadier Battalion, I'm thinking, could come back as well, and then the rest will leave to carry on this direction, I think. WARNO Battalion can head over. Panzer Battalion 114. This Panzer Battalion, that's the one, the hero Panzergrenadier Battalion. We have these two. Maybe one of these could head back. We'll send one more back. And then the rest of these that are low fatigue can carry on. Because it'll be a little while until they get involved again. We can bring an extra unit there of artillery. Perfect. Right, that's going to be all of that sorted. So no more attacks there for the time being. They're going to be hitting us to try and grab that flag. But there is certainly going to be potential for an engagement over here. I'm going to keep moving up the Fallschirmjäger Battalion on the flank to open up the amount of ground that we control. We'll continue to move up the Canadian forces as well before I forget. Go as far as we can with these. Perfect. Okay, so let's have a look at what we can do to maybe blunt the attack of all of these T-72s. We don't actually have many forces that can engage here. The Panzergrenadier battalions will be good against these. I think what I should do though is directly attack the artillery. Getting rid of some of this artillery would be fantastic. My artillery is a little bit out of range, so we'll just shift that up. And we should be able to get that involved. So now we can do prepare attack. We can go 1, 2, 3, bring in aircraft, and I think we're laughing. Since they're not going to be able to really use their aircraft due to the AA. Let's see here. So these should all just be T-72s. And with that being the case, the Milans of the Panzergrenadier battalion should be good enough to deal with this. There is also an opportunity for me to bring up some of these helicopters. Maybe I could do that. Like if I'm attacking there, they got 13 on defense. And we're going to have, let's see, that's going to be 7 plus aircraft. We'll go for this one, which is going to be 10. If I move up another unit, it would have to be the Geburgsjäger instead. I don't think we need them, even if they do have Milan 2s. So we're going to do it like this. Perfect. Alright, map is okay-ish. It's kind of difficult for our offense. We'll still be able to do it. With the help of the Hornets, we should be absolutely fine. Alright, so they brought in 2 artillery units, and they brought in 1 of the tank units. So it's actually not that bad. It's just going to allow us to do a lot of damage to their artillery. So let's get my own artillery down. We'll create little batteries of 3s, since they come in 3s, makes sense. And that way we can have even leaders with them, which I'm probably going to do as well. So we'll have like a Fuchs in the middle, because getting counter battery on target ASAP is going to be super, super important, because they're going to have a lot of artillery. So we'll drop 3 groups. We'll do... It should have a good leader somewhere. Do I not have any M577s? That's a shame. I don't really want to leave Panzergren leaders here, because they could get clipped. We could use the Jägerführer. That's got a decent amount of health. Yeah, all of those can just unload, and then we'll get them firing away. In terms of dealing with the enemy tanks, it's going to be difficult. We will try and get onto the hill here, and then I can set up a load of Milans around the edge of the hill whilst we control that. So let's just try and zoom up in there. They will have some recon, so we're going to want to make sure that we see what's up. I could put a bunch of units there. A couple of Jaguars, we'll move them over to the left side. We'll do Milans as well. We'll have a couple go in there. And we'll have 1 in there, 1 up here with a Elfkladder. We'll get a Panzergrenführer to just sit in the corner there as well.
Ich höre, Herr Hauptmann. Hier Löwe, führen Straßenmarsch durch.
I'm gonna just probably bring like a few Elfkladder there, just to hold that, whilst these will zoom past and get up onto the hill. Because contesting both of these early enough is going to be super important. Got some Heimats. Do I have any more like Jägerführers? All the Heimats, they will have to do. Chunky squads. We'll bring a leader. With them another leader. Cool. So this will be like a little stronghold on top of the hill here, and we can always maybe bring some more units afterwards. I guess I could do some like Milan spread out behind, just to help secure the flanks. We could put some here as well, just in case. Otherwise, we'll want a cluster, and off we go. Right, all of these are counter battery. We got 2 vet, so they will aim pretty fast when the enemy fire at us. But they won't fire at the enemy until we fire, so that's a bit awkward, but it's the best we can get away with.
Wen sollen wir mitnehmen?
Okay, we haven't bumped into anything on the right there just yet, which is good. I might keep the Iltis nearby. Don't cost me any. They don't cost me anything if I lose them. But they're useful to have if the Milans start to get hit by artillery. Right, let's unload like so. Sure, we got a nice sort of wall go in of Milans. And all of those can just be defended by all of these. Let's just kill that. And and we'll bring up 2 more of these Hornets. Ooh, okay. That's a lot more than I'd planned for. We'll take out that T-72. Let's get the Heimat unloaded and have a look at what's going on here.
Am Ende kommt es immer auf den Infanteristen und sein Gewehr an. Just give me a target. Balls to the wall.
I think they might try and come up onto the top here. We'll let that one kill the tank though. Or not.
Am Ende kommt es
Wow.
immer auf den Infanteristen und sein Gewehr an.
Der Kommandant begrüßt Sie an Bord. Motor an, Abfahrt.
I will let those just like unload the Milans. I think they might try and come up here. They can come up the mountain on that side.
Review 5x5.
Dran, drauf, drüber. Auftretenden Feind selbstständig bekämpfen. Dran, drauf, drüber. Feind vernichtet.
Alright, good kill.
Feindkontakt.
Oh, look, all the ancient gems flying out here. I'm a bit worried about this. That should be a T-72 dead. Good. The Heimats are dying, but it's okay. Let's get some of these Hornets out that can come round from the sides and strafe that. I also need just some highs up here. Let's get the Aufkada over. We'll do just more Milans. And we need some supply as well.
On my way, Control.
Because we've already run out of Milan shots there.
Just give me a target.
Alright, let's keep them over to the right hand side. We did lose 2 Heimats in that engagement, I think.
Wir haben Feindkontakt.
We haven't really been hit by any artillery yet, which is weird.
Mud mover ready.
Gonna let that one leave, that's slightly damaged.
Feind im Vorfeld, bereit machen. Ihr Löwe, stehe im schweren Feuerkampf. Der Fußfuß
Okay. Got units coming up
Zum Schützenrudel aufgehen. Auf meine
from the
Höhe.
right there. That was a BMP.
Zu Befehl, Kommandant.
Nächster Halt, Front.
Oh no, it's Bruskumnitze.
Marschformation.
Okay. Well, let's have the Jägerführer go and engage those.
Review 5x5.
I should be able to just strafe that to death. Oh, I didn't want to drop... Okay, that was a waste. I should have turned off the cluster bombs. I didn't expect them to use them on the infantry, if I'm honest.
Abgesessene Kampfweise. Feind vernichtet. Feuer und Bewegung. Wir können beides. Motor an, Abfahrt.
Right, at least we're getting some good kills over here. Let's just bring over some supply. Alright, enemy artillery has fired. But we can dodge those.
Logistikkommando steht zu Ihrer Verfügung.
I'm actually going to sell the Iltis so they don't
Wir haben Feindkontakt.
suck up fuel. I guess I could turn off fuel on the Munka. Ooh, that's not good. That is not good.
Gib mir Morphium! Gib mir Morphium! Ziel gegöllert nah.
Thankfully, I'd already kind of moved back a bit, otherwise I'd be losing a lot more Milans here. Oh, here they come.
Feind vernichtet.
Armée puis prêt à tout casser. J'ai plus rien à leur envoyer. Il reste plus grand chose en bas, ils sont tous morts.
Panzer, Ara! Langsam, rückwärts
Alright, these Milans need to all fall back. We can get the Alfkada to move across.
Zu Befehl, Kommandant.
Verdammt, es hat einen erwischt.
Have that AT start hitting these.
Den hat sie erwischt.
Prêt à rentrer dans le tas, n'importe quand. Contrôle, vous m'appelez?
Okay, we're gonna need more supply here as well by the looks of things.
Stehe im schweren Feuerkampf, Ende.
Prêt à rentrer dans le tas, n'importe quand. Sammeln, Befehlsausgabe.
Right, let's see if I can just have these Alfkada stay on the edges here.
Drette dans le dash. Je dégage immédiatement.
Right, if those get hit, they have to leave. There's no way I'm keeping them there.
Müssen wir wirklich zum vordersten Rand der Verteidigung?
Fertig machen zum Sprung, wir greifen gleich an. Infanterie bereit. Betankt und aufmunitioniert.
Conny, zu mir!
Fertig machen zum Sprung, wir greifen gleich an.
Heimatschutz bereit. Achtet auf die Abstände, Männer. Infanterie bereit.
Wir haben Feindkontakt.
Auftretenden Feind selbstständig. Beeilung. Marsch, Marsch. Feind vernichtet.
Right, good hit.
Sie wünschen, Hauptmann?
Make sure that we keep the
Treibstoff
AT topped up.
Alles, was Sie brauchen.
Would have been nice to get that. We're gonna do.
Ich wurde getroffen! So eine Scheiße! Ich wurde getroffen!
I want to hit this with cluster, and I want to strafe the other one.
Going there. J'ai plus rien à leur envoyer. Il reste plus grand chose en bas, ils sont tous morts. Ready to attack.
Looks like the strafe's not happening. Let's just hit this one with the bombs.
Welcome.
Danny!
Wir haben Feindkontakt.
Heimatschutz bereit.
Winchester, Feind im Zielgebiet zerstört.
SEM auf Empfang.
Oh, those Heimatjäger are really failing in that engagement. Impressive.
Los, zieh den Arsch ein, Günther!
Feind im Vorfeld, bereit machen.
What, a Unimog got killed behind us?
Neue Befehle?
Das gehört dazu. Verstanden. Sind unterwegs. Ende.
Okay, this has been a very interesting battle so far, because we're obviously like holding out on top of the hill. It's very, very strange. I'm going to bring up some MGs here so that we can actually reach out and kill any infantry that are heading towards us as well. Because I kind of need to get security on this side. It's also like we're playing dodgems with this rocket artillery. In the same place as the last one. Looks like the Alcada might be dead. Milan surviving for the time being. going to bring forwards like loads of units there. Oh, the artillery's already firing away. Well, the Hornet beat them there. It will. Okay, we're going to bring up supply for each of these. Milan did get killed there. Let's just have these Afkada move over. The Heimat's can move back as well. I'm going to start moving the Heimat's down the hill a bit because I want to try and secure this right side. Stop any infantry getting in there, basically.
Ich höre, Herr Hauptmann. Fahrer, langsam vorwärts machen. Kernte nur kurz einordnen.
I'm going to unload these early because there's definitely some sort of infantry behind us. I don't want to like run into that with the Iltis, that would be a waste. So we're going to have these manually move up the hill here. Help with the infantry. We can have the Panzergrenadiers start heading over here as well. We'll have them help cover the right side. We'll keep that Afghada alive. This is really cool though. The Milan's firing from the hill, taking out the T-72s below.
Radio-Check, höre Sie klar und deutlich. Alle Einheiten zur Schützenreihe aufgehen. Fertig machen zum Sprung, wir greifen gleich an. Radio-Check, höre Sie klar und deutlich.
We have maybe some units coming in from our left flank there. We have the Afkara move back on this side. This one can move over there. This one we're going to bring over to the right. Ooh, ouch. Caught that. Oof.
Go on, control. Roger. Redeploying.
Oh, we really do need to stop that in its tracks. The T-72 there. We can hit that one.
Just give me a target.
Okay. Bit risky, but works. We'll have one of those try and engage the T-72. I don't know why I can't right-click the T-72 there. That's kind of strange.
Squadron ready.
But we're going to need more Milans. All my Milans have died. How many do I have left up here? Only 2. The artillery's been doing work on those.
Winchester, right in the butt. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Oh, and so are the T-72s.
Roger. Redeploying. Out.
Sprung. Wir greifen gleich an.
Halt. Abhocken. Neue
Okay.
Befehle.
Feind
Well,
im Vorfeld. Bereit machen.
there's that, I suppose.
Angriffsformation. Sammeln.
Sammeln. Befehlsausgabe.
Im Laufschritt.
I really want to try and get this into a decent position here to spot things on the right.
Wir werden versuchen, unterwegs nicht gesehen zu werden.
Feind im Vorfeld. Bereit machen.
Halt.
I think that's a good enough spot.
Melde Zug zur Stelle. Zum
Let's get some more
Schützenbude aufgehen, auf
security
meine Höhe.
on the
Drauf,
backside
drauf,
there.
drüber. Wir haben
Okay.
Feindkontakt.
That is another
Morgen.
launcher.
Jetzt quelque chose à enflammer en bas?
That is the trouble with this, is because we attacked like an artillery division, they have another artillery division, which is rockets in this case, like the RM-70s.
J'ai prêt à rentrer dans le tas n'importe quand. Wollen wir irgendwo einsickern?
These Milans have arrived. I think what I'm going to do is we'll have maybe like one more or two more up there, and then the rest can come towards these buildings.
Feind im Vorfeld. Bereit machen.
La chauffe en vierge ici. Sollen wir irgendwo einsickern? Halt. Abhocken und Beobachtungshalten.
Right, that is actually a good bombing target. We do have some HE.
Go on, Control. Wilco.
Let's just go and bomb these buildings.
What do you need, boss?
Feind vernichtet.
Feind gesichtet.
I think having the extra
An dieser Koordinate absitzen.
leaders here on the counter battery has been super helpful.
Motor an und Sammlung.
Envoyez-moi une cible, j'attends juste ça.
Warten auf neue Befehle, Kommandant. Achtet, fertig machen zum Sprung. Wir greifen gleich an.
Befehlsstelle bereit.
I will have the Heimat push out to take that.
Der ist hinüber.
The Avkada can follow.
Drauf, drüber. Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind vernichtet. Ich auf Empfang.
You can see the MG here from the ridge is helping, which is really nice.
Zu Befehl.
That's making a lot of difference. Ooh, we got another rocket artillery to kill. We're firing. That's not good. I couldn't even load it in time.
J'ai plus rien à leur envoyer.
Well, we kept one alive with the
Abgesetzte
Iltis.
Kampfweise.
Wäre ich bloß Kriegsdienstverweigerer geworden.
Feind im Vorfeld. Bereit machen.
Contrôle, vous m'appelez?
An dieser Koordinate absitzen.
Contrôle, vous m'appelez?
We'll let the AT hit the T-72, the bomber.
Envoyez-moi une cible, j'attends juste ça. Direct dans le dash.
It's weird how I can't right click that when it's already targeting something else.
Prêt à rentrer dans le tas n'importe quand.
We'll just keep that one hovering about then. Yeah, I do want to get the Avkada forwards a bit more, because
Sehen wir uns hier um.
now they don't have this secure. They might not bring up the rockets anymore.
Feind gesichtet.
Y a-t-il quelque chose à enflammer en bas? Je reçois 5 sur 5.
Like it thinks it can't attack them.
Contrôle, parler au bon gars.
Wir haben Feindkontakt.
Armé, puis je suis en chemin, direct dans le dash.
Feind im Vorfeld, bereit machen.
Chris, je me fais tirer de partout.
Auf Empfang. Bewegung, Sie sind hier nicht auf der Fritz Heckert.
Compris? Go on, Control.
Okay, I mean things are going okay. It's just it's very difficult for us to find targets here. Like there's going to be plenty of T-72s still to kill.
J'attends juste ça.
I say that there shouldn't be too many more.
Chris, je me fais tirer de partout. Squadron ready.
Feind im Vorfeld, bereit machen.
Going there.
Ruhe, Schützenreihe bilden.
Oh, it's just like the second shot there.
Noch ein Treffer. Feind im Vorfeld, bereit
And there
machen.
goes the counter battery.
Feind im Zielgebiet
What I might be able to do is just bring up the rest of these artillery pieces.
Mehr Morphium.
Just let them fire at will. I won't reload them because it would be a waste.
Infanterie bereit. Bewegung, Sie sind hier nicht auf der Fritz Heckert.
Ich führe von vorn. Achtung, Feind im Nahbereich.
Sunny! Panzer! Fahrer! Langsam vorwärts machen!
Squadron ready.
Feind vernichtet!
Compris? Mud are ready. S'il y a quelqu'un là-dedans, il est juste mort. Super clair, j'y vais. Ready to attack, Control. Winchester.
Feind vernichtet!
Unfortunately, Iltis got killed.
Prêt à rentrer dans le tas, n'importe quand.
Feind im Vorfeld, bereit machen!
J'ai plus rien à leur envoyer. Direct dans le dash.
Well, 36 more to go. 36 more points. Let's get these unloaded
Feuer und Bewegung!
and firing at will. And we're getting the HE bombers in.
Check! Höre Sie klar und deutlich!
See if we can get a few more kills here.
Armé puis prêt à tout casser. Clair comme de l'eau de roche. J'attends toujours vos coordonnées. J'ai plus rien à leur envoyer. Direct dans... Copy that, Control. Wilco. Winchester.
Okay, good kill.
Feind im Vorfeld, bereit machen!
Armé puis prêt à tout casser.
Get the AT Hornet out.
Feind im Vorfeld, bereit machen!
Il reste plus grand chose en bas, ils sont tous morts.
Stehen unter Beschuss. Wir stehen unter starkem Beschuss.
Feind im Vorfeld, bereit machen!
Wirkung im Ziel.
Löwe hört!
Bit rough on the old counter battery there.
Feind gesichtet.
Get a helicopter to just come in and land.
Feind im Zielgebiet zerstören.
Make sure that's topped up so it can survive another shot.
Zwei Arten von Menschen. Artilleristen und Ziele.
I wasn't going to resupply them, but since we've only got 21 left to kill,
Feind
we're
im
kind of
Vorfeld,
just
bereit
chilling.
machen!
I might actually have... We've got the VulcanHDGaming up here, actually. I could have brought them in way sooner. Give me great eyes. We'll destroy all of their supply. It doesn't give us any like morale loss to work with, but killing the supply is one more unit that they don't have in the battalion, and therefore
Befehle?
gives us more of a chance that the battalion will be destroyed.
Feind im Vorfeld, bereit machen!
ganz Ohr. Schneller Aufklärer ist unterwegs. Sammeln. Befehlsausgabe.
Wir haben Feindkontakt.
Neue Befehle.
Contrôle, parle au bon gars. Feind vernichtet.
Zu ihrem
Nice.
Geräuschdisziplin.
Und noch eine
Good kills, good kills, all good kills.
Feind vernichtet.
Oh, there's my lads just farming now.
Tritt dans le changement. Terminé.
Great, that's another bunch of kills. Whoop, and another bunch of kills for them too. It might have been a good idea, yeah, I was going to say, to keep them in the building. Because they get like the resilience from the rocket artillery, but alas. But that artillery piece should be the last. Unless we kill the T-72 first. Yep, there it goes. Beautiful. Well, 180 kills, 19 losses. And it's a lot of units, right? We did lose a lot of Milans. But that was a pretty solid attack. I'm just going to have to remember that these Panzergrens no longer have a decent amount of Milans. So we're not going to be able to rely on them to attack on their own. But we do have the Geburgsjäger and the helicopters to back them up. But since these are both low on fatigue, I think I might actually just wait on the defense here and let them attack us. We have these in good positions to constantly reinforce that. I will want to get these into better positions. Let's just switch this around. We'll put that Panzer Battalion there. This one can move to the right hand side and they will be in position to defend each other. Like all of these can basically reinforce one another. So that's good. And yeah, that's how we'll leave it. Next turn we'll get the Canadians in and we'll make a counterattack towards Pilsen, so that will be really fun. Over here at Domaslitza. Got to take out this AA, right? There's no way that we don't go for that. Yeah, I think we've got to move up here. And if we attack that, what have they got left? So it'd just be Cubs. It's like one Streltsy, one Pruskomnitsy. They would defend. Maybe. Maybe not. If we can cover that with AA, we might be okay. Tell you what, just in case, we're gonna just tactical battle this. Oh, they brought an aircraft, okay. Yeah, so they did actually bring an aircraft. We're gonna just have to do this as quickly as possible. Well, let's go for it. So we'll just create squads of leopards. It's quite an open map. So it shouldn't be too bad. As long as we've got leaders with them, we should be fine. Let's have the looks in the middle. And I can bring in like a Gepard as well. Okay. We should probably use the MG as recon.
Fahrer, dort müssen wir hin.
Yeah, let's get these underway. We'll go for each of those objectives. And then we'll bring up some supply because we might get hit by bombs. And off we go. So 146 morale. Surely they don't have enough. We'll bring in both the Gepards. All of the Gepards are just going to be in the middle of the map. Otherwise we won't be able to kill anything. This is really strange. Is that artillery unit, the Dunners? They're not going to have anything. Whoop. Here we go. They're going to be some sort of... Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's Su-22s. Yeah, we're going to have to really hurry up. And they will have some seed, I think, unless I killed it before. Yeah, they do have seed. That artillery is brutal. This is when I have supply on the way. That's a land spawn. The air spawn's there. Killing all of the recon is going to be the scariest part of this. I think the look should be fine to just attack on its own, to be honest. The key here will just be continuing pressure, not really stopping at any point. Because if we stop, we die to artillery. Oh, he just killed the Gepard. He killed 2 Gepards. Oh, that was just seed. Okay, I thought it was the AT one. I thought it was going for the Leopards initially, and then it just sliced both of them. That's really rough. Really rough. And we should just like turn that off and then only turn it on when we know what it is. We don't really have enough to deal with the enemy aircraft though. It's funny, I haven't had to deal with the Czechoslovakian aircraft for so long. I completely forgot what they had as well. We're doing a lot of damage at least. And what we can do is I can just get so many Fliegerfaust and we go sit under their air spawn. Maybe I can get some kills that way. All the new Leopards coming in can go to the right one. Alright, speed things up.
Am Ende kommt es immer auf den Infanteristen und sein Gewehr an. Betankt und aufmunitioniert. Fahrer, dort müssen Panzer halten, Marsch! Aber achten Sie auf unsere Flanken! Hoch, Kameraden! Fahrer, Angreifung immer Blick 10 Uhr! Volltreffer! Gute Arbeit, Panzer halten!
Oh wow.
Warten auf Luft- und Bodenziele. Holt sie vom Himmel!
Go on, Gepard. Get it. I believe. I believe. Oh, I don't believe. I don't believe it at all. That's crazy.
Löwe hört. Motor an, Abfahrt.
Okay, let's just put it to max speed. At least they'll be completely destroyed. Alright, please bring in some more aircraft.
Ziel zerstört! Am Ende kommt es immer auf den... Gute Arbeit, Wegschütze! Volltreffer! Ziel zerstört!
Nachschub ist nicht ausgeführt. Ende. Neuen Einsatzraum. Auf geht's.
Ich höre, Herr Hauptmann. Bravo 1, hier Bravo 1, Panzer einsatzbereit. Gute Achtung, Ihre Befehle. Nicht schießen! Wir geben auf!
More Cubs dead. Didn't even have enough points.
Arbeit, Wegschütze! Warten auf neue Befehle, Kommandant. Wen sollen wir...
I can't believe I didn't kill that Su-22. That's so annoying. Alright, well, 1 minute 50, obviously less than because we got it on max speed. I think we've killed everything that they have on the ground. Just the aircraft, which they're not going to bring out if they can't see anything, so it's just a waiting game. Still good damage, like especially with the Dino unit, it's probably going to get completely destroyed as well as the Cubs, so yeah, seems good. Seems like a good trade for a couple of Gepards and 1 Leopard 1A4. It's always the seed catching me out though, it really is. Alright, there we go, 65 kills, 6 losses. Poor Gepards going down, but it is what it is. Okay, so they should be destroyed. Artillery is destroyed. Worth. I would say that's worth. And unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. So next time around, I think we're going to try and set up an attack here. Maybe I can withdraw a unit or two, and we can get them to commit. We can have a really fun battle there. And then we can continue maybe behind them towards Pilsen in this direction. That would be kind of wild. They might not expect that because like all of their forces are here at the moment, so we can just move through behind to Pilsen, and if we take Pilsen I don't think they get any more reinforcements probably, so we would just be kind of cycling through to the last turn. Yeah, great stuff. Alright, well hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.